friends. I think we're live. I see the notification up there that we are live. Come on in and enjoy this grapevine with me. We are going to create a spring grapevine. I'm going to show you everything that I'm going to use. We are going to go through a little bit of housekeeping. If you are on Facebook, you might want to go on over to the app. It is called Trendy Tree Inc. It is an app that has a white background on it. It says Trendy Tree Inc. And it is super easy to shop from that app. And once you shop from that app, say you complete your order and you pay shipping, you can come back within 24 hours and get free shipping if you come back for a second order. Your cart does expire in 4 hours, so make sure that you check out in time before you lose all of your goodies. And we're just going to dig right on into this grapevine. I'm starting out today with this soft plastic leaf bush, and I am just going to, separate it into kind of two pieces. I was trying to figure out if I can share this from this page. If you come in, please say hello so that I know you're here and watching along. Hope you're having a great Tuesday, a great week. I do not particularly see how to share. So let's just get started. We're going to start with this soft plastic leaf bush. It is sold space 100. It is $6.89. Hey Karen, how are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it has 5 stems. I'm going to put 3 up and I'm going to put 2 down. So I need to clip these. Hi Pam, how are you? Happy Tuesday. We're creating a grapevine today. I like to clip mine apart. Okay. Now, hey Teri. It's another Teri, friends. Make sure that you shake hands with your greenery. It needs to be fluffed just like anything else. And then I am going to probably design on this side. Hi Tracy, how's it going? Hey Juliana, you're gonna love this greenery. I love this greenery. So I'm gonna go ahead and start building my base, okay, on this side of my grapevine. Okay, so we went straight up that grapevine. I'm gonna take this piece and just mimic that on the bottom, okay? I'm gonna come to the inside down here and put a piece of greenery. I'm doing good, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. I'm excited to be making a grapevine with you all over here. Make sure you share this video. We're gonna put this to the inside, inner part of that ring. And I'm gonna go up to the top and do the same thing. I'm gonna place this on the inside. Okay. I like to decorate the left-hand side of a grapevine. You can decorate the top, you can decorate the bottom, you can decorate the right side, you can decorate the left-hand side. Those are all of your choices. Hey Jeannie, thanks. Let's pull up the grapevine so that you can see that information. You know what? It did this to me last time. It would not let me type up here. Let's try it again. There we go. I'm pulling up the grapevine, friends. It's an 18-inch I'm adding it to your screen. Okay, these are sold out. She does restock her grapevines. Let me see if she has a 14 or any in stock. Let me see. That was her 18. Let's see. That is a white grapevine. Let's see if she has any of these. They are also sold out. So she needs to restock her grapevines, and she does. So they'll come back in and we will let you know. But this particular recipe is on an 18-inch base. Jeannie thinks there's one in stock. How many kinds of greenery is best? Are there greenery rules? Oh, lamb's ear looks amazing in a spring wreath. For me, first of all, just so you know, there are things that look better with each other than other things, but there are absolutely no rules if you think it looks good and your customers are purchasing from you and they also love it. So while there are design rules, there also are none, if that makes any sense, right? For me, a spring green has that lighter tone inside of it, right? And lamb's ear looks amazing with boxwood. It looks amazing with this flat leaf. It looks amazing with so many things. All right, there's a 22-inch available. Let me look. Let's try this one. Okay, the 20-inch is showing sold out for me. Hey girls. Now, as far as how many different types of greenery is best, that's completely up to you and how you want to build out your design. That is completely up to you. Okay, okay. So Jeannie says they might have added the grapevine that's available in this morning, so it might just not be showing up yet, but I know that Carrie will restock, so we will keep an eye on that for you guys. We are going to come in with this gorgeous filler. This is the pink mini flower leaf bush. It is sold space 104. It is $7.95. I have used this in white and blue, and now this one is gorgeous. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stems on it. It's a perfect filler. So what we're gonna do, I like to clip. I don't, in general, I don't leave entire stems typically. I clip. So I'm going to clip and add these in. Hey Sherry. Happy Tuesday. But going back to that greenery question, I absolutely love lamb's ear, and I love adding it in with almost everything. Sherry likes the pink the best, and the greenery is great. It's amazing. It really is. All right, we're going to, now I have 2 of these, so I'm going to be very generous with this, and I'm just going to start adding this in. Hey Barbara. Happy Tuesday, friend. Go ahead and shake hands with all of this. Okay. And I'm just going to add some to the middle. It is wired. You can pull it up, you can lay it back, you can do all the things. Now, if you are on Facebook and you are shopping through Facebook, you will have to comment sold. For example, this is sold 104. If you want 6 of these, you would comment that 6 times. If you are in the app, you can simply tap to shop at the bottom of your screen. It is so much easier. So you can shop either way. I've shopped on Facebook and I've used the app, but now I am a sucker for the app because it is truly easier. All right. Middle, middle. If you're just starting out with grapevines and you're trying to find your way, we're going to come to this inside curve. Whatever you do on the top, just go ahead and go down and do it on the bottom if you're just starting out. And that way, you'll be balanced and you'll look good. Okay? So I will bring this one down to this inside curve on the bottom to show you what I'm talking about. I call it mirroring. You just, kind of like a mirror, whatever you do on top, you're going to come down and do that on the bottom. This little piece that's sticking out right there, I'm just trimming that so it'll go into my grapevine easier. How many of you love to make grapevines already? Let me know. And if you're new to grapevines and you're just getting started, let me know. I'm going to put more glue on this. I didn't like where any of that was landing. I'm going to go in there. Okay? You don't want your greenery or your florals just lying flat on your grapevine. You want them to be more in a 3D position. Okay? The reason I love this filler bush so much, you have your florals, then you have your seeds, you have greenery, a different type of greenery, and it's on repeat, and it's just full and gorgeous. It's airy, it's wispy, I love it. Tracy is a newbie to grapevines. You're gonna love them. I love making grapevines. They're a lot of fun. They are a lot of fun. Now I'm going to come to this outside. Okay. So I'm going to mimic that down here on the bottom. To come down this outside, I am choosing one that's kind of a little bit longer. And these are things you're going to have to learn how to eye. If you need a longer piece or a shorter piece, it will make sense when you're making your project. Okay. And I have a longer piece and I'm gonna come right up through here because I feel like we have a gap right here that I want to start filling in. And we still have a lot to go here, so of florals, so it will fill in, but I want to start with that. And I'm just pulling some of the greenery up through there. All right. Love that. Now, I have another one, but I'm actually saving, I like to save my second filler bush sometimes for after everything is all said and done. So I'm gonna set that to the side and I'm gonna save it. All right, I am going to come in with a yellow 60919. The yellow is sold space 105 and you better get your fingers moving because they only have 7 of these left. These are absolutely stunning in a lemon wreath, in a blue and yellow wreath, in so many things. So you need these and there's only 7 left, so snag them, friends. Now this one I'm not pulling apart. I actually am gonna put this in just as it is. I'm just gonna give it a really good fluff because they make these so perfectly to go in as they are. I just need to fluff it, leave it as it is, and put it into the design. This is sold space 105. It is $7.75 and there are only 7 left. And look, I'm only halfway through fluffing it. They're perfect. They're amazing. They're all the things. These even look good. I use these in mesh wreaths. So if I'm adding florals to mesh wreaths, I pull these apart into 3s and I add 2 bushes to a mesh wreath. But they're phenomenal in grapevines as well. It's a reason they're popular. They're just good all the way around, friends. They're just good all the way around. I just want to get it fluffed really, really well. Then you have these twigs that I'm obsessed with on the end. I love them so much. Make sure you twirl those. Okay. Don't leave them straight. Give them that amazing curl. Love, 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 love. And then I just pull them up through a couple of different places. All right. I am going to trim my stem. And put this right into our design. And then it looks like it's just sitting on top of everything, but I want to get it glued in, and then I will go down and pull these florals up through it. So we're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that. Good amount of glue because that is a chunky stem. I'm putting that right down to where that bow's gonna go. And now it has 1, 2, 3, 4 little twigs. It has 4 little twigs. This is the perfect thing to add to your designs. A 60919 is so lovely in mesh wreaths and grapevine wreaths. I was gonna say mesh wreaths. Oh, friends. I'm gonna bring this closer to me, even though it's the top. Now I have it upside down for you, but we're going to work its way back through this design, right? We're just pulling some of these florals on up and around and through so that this all mixes nice and lovely. So give me 1 second on that. So 60919, if you're new to 60919, it comes in many different colors. And yellow is so good for spring, summer, flip-flop, lemons, bees. It has so many uses. So you will use every bit that you buy. If you're doing all of those themes in your shop, then you will use it. Look how pretty it is now with all of it mixed. It's just gorgeous. I'm going in with the same thing on the bottom. Take your tag off and make sure, look, see how flat this is compared to what we just added into all of this? We need to fluff. It's had a big trip. It's had a big trip. So we need to fluff. Everything is wired. You can bend this piece of greenery. Now these flowers, they are airy and whimsical, and they just kind of flop throughout the design, and they're stunning. This is wired. You can pull your berries down, your greenery, all the things. Then once you make your way to the top, that's where you find your little twigs that I love. Love, 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 love. And you want to make sure you pull all of those apart. Sometimes these top two can be stuck together. And make sure you twirl and pull. So it's straight, completely straight. You're going to twirl, pull it out a little bit, and it gives you that fun texture. I love it. Love, love, love. All right, let's clip our stem. Pretty short. We don't need all of that. We're gonna put this up here really close to where our bow is going to land, and then we will start working those florals from the bottom back up through this 60919. I do not leave a huge gap for my bow. When you first start making grapevines, you probably think you need more of a gap there than you actually need. You really don't want a huge gap there. It takes too much ribbon to fill it in, and it looks awkward. It starts looking awkward. that there is that break in florals. All right, I'm just coming down and pulling some things up. If you are just joining us, make sure you go check out the app. It is a lot easier to shop there. You will love it, I promise. Even if it's your first time using the app, you're going to love it. Look at that. It's stunning. We still have one more floral to add in, but look how gorgeous this is. All right. To mix in both of these gorgeous colors, we have, the tag came off. Let me find this one. Did I pull it off? Yep. I did. I pulled it off, friends. This is an 18-inch poppy bush, and it has many delicate flowers in the yellow. It has a fern, it has greenery, it has this gorgeous greenery, but it also is covered in these poppies. This one needs to be turned. That one needed to be opened, okay? Look how gorgeous the little poppies are. And so what we're gonna do, this is sold space 106. This is $14.45, and friends, they only have 19 left. They only have 19 left. That's not a lot. That's not a lot, friends. So on each of these little stems, we want to fluff this out. Now, I'm going to be pulling this apart to use this. If you want to use this in a grapevine as it is, because it is actually really stunning and full. So if you wanted to fluff this out and use it in a grapevine, one on the top and one on the bottom, you would need two. Sold space 106, $14.45, and this is the 18-inch poppy bush. And look how full it is. So I can, let me cut this tag. I can get 1, 2. This third one is the mini flowers, so I'm gonna actually leave it with this. So that's 3. I could be at 4, 5, 6. We're gonna decide if we're gonna pull these two apart or not. Right now they're together. And I'm just cutting these down. We don't need our stems this long. And this is going to be the main flower. Poppies. They're so pretty. You can't go wrong with poppies, ever. Ever, ever, ever. All right. We are going to start with this one. I'm just fluffing my poppies. Working with that greenery, my little mini flowers, okay, and there's a poppy there. Now, I'm gonna go into this top corner and place that down in there. Now, when you start placing florals down between other florals, it is super easy to get burned. So make sure you're not taking your hand all the way down inside of there and you're coming back up that stem. My hand is halfway back up the stem and I'm working so I don't burn myself. It's so easy to do when you are taking your florals down through other greenery and florals to just burn yourself really well. All right. 1. Now I'm going to come down. I'm going to add this one in that same area on the same side, just inside that inner part. So we're coming in about 1 inch or 2, and we're going to put in this piece of it. those delicate little yellow flowers. This one has 2 ferns, the greenery, and a gorgeous poppy. Now you can turn that poppy to pop out of the wreath forward, and that's what I'm gonna do. All right. You guys, you might hear Honey over there snoring. Honey is one of our rescue dogs, and she is really snoring. She's having a good Tuesday afternoon nap. Vicky said, yep, burnt my pinky really, I think you're saying badly. For some reason, they put the bubbles for comment sold over what you're saying, but it looks like you got a blister, and I have blisters from Grapevines this weekend for doing that exact thing, even though I know to be super careful. If you have to, get your needle nose pliers and finish pushing it down in there, because as we all know, that burn hurts. It hurts, friends. My cat snores too, and sometimes whimpers. Yeah, she'll whimper a little bit. I'm like, what's going on? Okay. I'm gonna get a glue stick. I'm gonna grab my glue stick. When you're putting in a new glue stick, a good tip is go ahead and melt a little bit of that, and then it won't pop out of your gun and drive you crazy. That's what I do. Let's see. Let me see here. Okay. All right. We are going to take these 2 pieces, and I'm going to come about an inch or 2 in on this side and plant it down in through there, just like we did this one, and integrate that into our florals. And we're gonna do a copycat down below. So we're just fluffing. My glue gun, I went to see if she had a glue gun. It is a cordless shore bonder, high temp. I can't remember how long you can use it off the base, but go cordless, go cordless. It's worth it. You can work for a little while off of the base. Look at this. But I prefer the shore bonder, and they come in a lot of different ways. So there's a fine point and all the things. For grapevines, I use the wider end on a glue gun. And then for more tedious things, I do have the smaller fine point glue gun, but I use this like every day. It's my everyday glue gun. So I'm just coming in here, hoping I don't burn myself. And I'm integrating these florals down into about an inch or 2 from the edge of what, oh gosh, this is stunning. Wait till Carrie sees this. They're everywhere, Sherry. So SureBonder is a very popular glue gun company. You can find it on Amazon, all the places. I mean, you might even find it in Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I don't know, maybe even Walmart. It is a very popular glue gun. Has a good reputation. This is stunning. I can't wait for Carrie to see this. All right, I'm gonna come in about an inch or 2 on the bottom. I also can't wait for you guys to see this up on my door. I haven't figured out this angle so that you can see the finished wreath well. You can see me working, but you can't see the finished wreath as well as it is on the door. I need to get with Carrie and say, look girl, what am I doing wrong? I don't know how to show y'all the finished wreath, friends. I'm still learning. Thanks, Jeannie. All right, I'm putting this back in because I pulled it out and I want it, but it might not go back in. I accidentally pulled this too hard. But we have so much greenery. It's just this little piece. I'm gonna keep it in case we need it in our bow, but it's okay. I was just too aggressive, friends. That happens. This has 2 poppies. Now, if you find that your poppies had a rough trip, all you have to do is, Jeannie said, send it to me. I'll send it to you, girl. If you find that your poppies have a hard trip, or any florals you ever get, just get your blow dryer out. I keep one in my craft room. I have one that is specifically for my craft room. Everyone knows they cannot borrow it. They cannot take it anywhere else. And it's just for my crafts, a little blow dryer. I'm coming in and we're gonna integrate these. Now, I haven't even used this full bush of filler. Haven't even used that yet. I don't think we're going to need it, but I want to put my bow on first before I decide that. So let's make a bow. And let me show you where we are. This is where we are, friends. Look at her. She's so pretty. Look at that. The colors are perfect. We are going to start our bow. Let's see. Okay, friends. Are y'all ready? Are your fingers ready? This is the pink, white, and yellow embellished tweed. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is sold space 107, and honey, they only have 14. Okay, that is not a lot. That's not a lot, friends. If you want it, you better go get it, because what happens is these videos are shown on replay and people shop over the course of a day or so, or 2 days, or whatever the case may be. So this won't last. This will be gone, but you're here first. So if you want it, sold space 107. It is $9.68. It is 2.5 inches and it is 10 yards. And I'm just gonna, the only thing about grapevines is they are a little bit messy. That's just the nature of the beast, but they're worth it. They're worth it. A grapevine is a natural element, so you have to deal with a little bit of mess. All right. I am going to dovetail. I am going to give myself a 14-inch tail. I might end up trimming that, but I like to give myself that option. This is absolutely gorgeous, and it is obviously it's beautiful in this summer and spring wreath that we have that someone could put on their door that we just made from now through fall. But this is also really, really pretty for Easter. So pretty. Let's do a 7-inch loop. And let's do 3 loops. Okay. We're twisting in the center of our easy bow. You do not need to twist the last loop, and you're going to come down and you're going to match your tail, and you're going to fold it wired edge to wired edge. If you want a dovetail, you're going to have a soft side and a wired side, and you're going to cut up at an angle towards your ceiling from the soft side up to the edge of that wired side, and it will give you a perfect dovetail every time. Let me see if they have any easy bows in stock. They might be low. They are out of stock, so I'll keep an eye on that for you as well. I use mine on the daily, multiple times a day. Yep, I have one tool. It was my mama's blow dryer. Oh, I have one too, exclamation point. I see, I have one too. It was my mama's blow dryer. I love that. Anything you have of your mama's is special. Anything of your mama's is special. Okay, we're gonna bring in yellow because we have this gorgeous yellow. The stow and go is in. I want that one too. Let me show you this ribbon and I will go show you the stow and go, and I will tell you what it's good for, because it's good for a lot of things. So this is a 1.5 by a 10 yard, it's called Daffodil. And let me tell you, daffodils are up in Southside Virginia. I don't know if they're up where you are, but they're popping in Southside Virginia. And they're perfect for spring. But this is the color Daffodil, which is gorgeous. Sold space 108. This ribbon is under $5. It is $4.50. We all know what wreathing materials cost these days. Under $5 is amazing for this. It is $4.50. Yellow is a staple for spring, summer, flip-flops, beach, lake, bee, and lemons. And I could go on and on and on. And it actually would match Ladybug if you wanted to add a pop of yellow, because yellow and red is perfection together. All right, I'm going to make this tail just slightly shorter than that first tail. We are going to twist it in our easy bow. This loop is going to be slightly shorter, or smaller rather, than that first loop. I no longer measure, but back when I used to, and I couldn't eye it yet, it's always about 2 fingers for me, which is about, I would say it's about an inch. If you really want to get technical, I no longer measure. We're going to do 2 of these, okay? We have a lot of florals. We do not need a huge, overwhelming bow. This leaves you a lot of ribbon so that if you're doing multiples of this wreath, or if you want to do a matching bow and add it to your shop as a matching product for them to put on their lantern, you're going to have plenty left over. Look at how much you have left if you're following this bow recipe. It's plenty, friends. It's plenty. I like to tie mine off with a chenille stem. Okay. Tight. You want your stack to stay intact, I always like to say. Let me see if she has chenille stems. I'm not sure, but we'll check. Okay, we do. And actually, I'm going to put the burlap up here because that's what I prefer when I'm working with the grapevine. I'm just actually out right now. Okay, those are sold out. Oh, okay, I'm looking now. All of her chenille stems are sold out. So I will text her after this and see when they are going to restock, because those burlap are perfect for grapevines. Let me pull up that easy bow that is in stock in case you want one. So for me, it's up on your screen. It is sold space 110. They only have 6 left. That is not a lot. And it is $34.50 for me. If you are a creator, that is, while I'm talking, we're going to pull off a little bit of this and we're going to tie this off so you don't see that. If you are a creator that is working at your dining room table, your kitchen table, or maybe your crafting space just isn't large enough to leave all of your tools out, the stow and go is perfect. I want the stow and go because I want the ability to work and make bows, excuse me, when I'm not at home. So I think that is perfect for anyone that does craft shows. If you're going to festivals, if you sit there and you're making bows as people walk through your booth, that's a huge plus. So that stow and go would be good for that as well. The first ribbon was sold space 107, sold space 107. Let's fluff it out. We have our 3 loops in the back. Look, just one side fluffed, how pretty that is. Okay. Fluffing out those 3 loops in the back. And then I want you to take your hands and I just want you to rub them down across the wires in your tails. And we will obviously finish fluffing this on our project, but look how pretty she is. All right, let's put this on our project and see, after we have this bow in, if we feel like we need any more filler. I think I might. I see a little spot down here that I might pop a couple pieces in. That's what I do. I look for any little holes to the eye. It'll be very obvious to you. You're getting ready to see why I do push my florals really close to one another. I can get my hand inside of this gap, but not much more than that. I just don't want it to be too far. Do not put your chenille stems around your grapevine. We're going to be going down through our grapevine. And if you struggle with this, then get your needle nose pliers out. Okay? Hold on to your chenille stem. Let this guide down through your design. And when it comes out the other side, go ahead and grab your chenille stem and hold on to that. And then you can just pull your wires back through your grapevine. Hold on, I'm trying to grab my chenille stem. I don't want it to come back. It's trying to come back with my needle nose. This grapevine is tight, which is an amazing thing. There we go. So I have one in. And I'm gonna try on this side, and if I need to, I didn't need to use my needle nose, but if you do, that's okay too. All right. Get that bow situated pretty much where you want her to land, and then tie it off. We're gonna cut that excess chenille stem off in the back. And fold it under. And now we just need to, yes, it's not easy. So when you're struggling with that, just grab that chenille stem, get it down through there, grab it on the other end, and then pull these back out. And that will do really well for you. All right, so now I like to work this down and pull some florals back up and through. Okay, and we have our tails. We have plenty of greenery and florals that we can pull. Okay, now I want to make sure that I'm pulling these florals up through here as well. Now you could actually, you can curl your tails up if you want to. I like to leave mine kind of like they are. Trying to decide which side this is going to go on. I like that. Now, if you don't like your florals as much of a part of your bow, then you can just lay your bow on top and not worry about pulling these through. And that works just fine as well. Okay. We have our bow in. I feel like right there, I need a little bit of filler. So I'm just gonna go back and I'm gonna pick up this filler. Right here, it was sold space 104. And I just need a couple of pieces right in there to make this balanced. Sold space 104, and this is only $7.95, friends. You can shop the replay. Remember that your purchases your cart does expire in 4 hours. So you need to go ahead and check out that cart. I'm just gonna go ahead and get that in there. If you are shopping on the app and you pay shipping and you need to come back and grab a few things later, if you do it within 24 hours, you do not have to pay shipping again. It's another perk of the app. And I just want to thank you all for hanging out with me this afternoon. If you don't mind, please share this video. I appreciate that so much. Let me know if you're going to make a grapevine. Let me know what you're going to do with your florals you purchased today. I would love to know down in the comments, and I'll come back later and check it out. So here's our wreath. I'm going to go put it on the door, and hopefully they'll get that one posted for you all so you can see the photo. She is stunning. Thanks again for hanging out today, and I will see you next time. Bye, friends.